Boy, do we have a tale to tell today. Well, last night didn't go so well. We're hunting public land, and the corner that JerBear wanted to hunt, some guy was back there and shot a buck. Not a big one, but one of the ones that we've been seeing. So he was frustrated, as we all get, hunting public land, and he wanted to sell all his hunting gear and done hunting. And I came out here today, which I think today is the 28th or 29th, and did some scouting, and yeah, the guy did shoot a deer back there. It's way back in the corner, right where we were going to hunt, but it's public land. What are you going to do? So today it's back in his stand, and I'm running Overwatch. You can see him sitting behind the barn, but I can see all the fields. So if something's moving his way, he get a shot at it, and it just so happens that in front of these hay bales that I'm sitting in, a deer like to walk through there. So if I got a chance, he's got a chance. He's way in the back, and I'm going to be keeping an eye on things. Well, it's Sunday, the 29th. JerBear put up a stand further in the public land here we're hunting. And he's set, he's in the woods, and I am in his old stand looking over the fields, the farm fields, hoping that something will come by. I just never know. Even a blind hog finds an acorn every now and then. Using a new phrase, a new old phrase, that fortune favors the bold. So we ran out and dumped a small fortune at Dunham's sale this weekend. Got some hunting blinds and stands and whatnot, so we could hopefully get a stand up, which he did, and then the stick ladder we used, he's going to pull it down on the way out. And then we have climbing sticks, and we bought some strap-on. He thought I was going to say something else. We brought some strap-on steps, so hopefully he'll be able to use those to get back up in the stand. And then every time you hunt, put the sticks up to go in and take them down on the way out, and hopefully that will prevent any molesters from going up and stealing my stand. Or his stand. It's all Nomad Outdoors TV. We share everything. I don't know if you guys are familiar with a company called Lock-On. They made tree stands years ago. I think they went out of business. Make one of the best tree stands I've ever sat in. Super easy to put up. A couple of modifications on it, Nomad Outdoors TV style. But I sure hate to lose that one. But Fortune favors the bold. You gotta take some chances and risks. Alright. I better look to see if a deer comes by.
Well, needless to say, sat up in this stand and had a pretty good view of this field. And then, of course, right at dark, about 200 yards away, I get a couple of does that show up, hang out in that field, hoping that they're going to come my way. But that just didn't work out.
Anyway, so tell us
all that nice light.
Tell us your tale of woe.
Well, I mean, what is it, 350 yards back there?
400.
Yeah, so
That's
I
quarter mile.
carried the stuff that far. Looking around, trying to pick a stand. So we're hunting border to corn. Now the corn is not our property, but I want to watch it just to see if they go through there. Because if they're going through there, inevitably there's another run just on the opposite side of the woods that's not in like the corn row, and they're going to move to there when the corn gets taken down, inevitably. So I wanted to be able to like watch the corn, so I picked a tree initially that I thought gave me a couple shooting lanes and a good option, but it was a bigger tree, gangly, kind of dying / dead. And I get it all set up and I get in the stand, and I'm just not liking the position, not liking what I can see. And I look kind of like quarter turn behind me to my right, and I'm like, ooh, look at that tree. Wouldn't that tree be nice? So then I gotta climb all the way down to get everything, to move it all over there. So I'll take everything down, carry it all down, which I gotta check my arrows because I dropped your stand onto my bow. So they look fine. I just want to make sure.
Anyway, so then you switch it to another tree.
So then I move to the other tree. So I gotta first hang the stick ladder, and then I'm get the stick ladder all hung. And notice as I'm hanging the stick ladder, what had you put on the stick ladder? The accessory hooks. Guess what I didn't have?
The accessory
The
hooks.
accessory hooks. So
Where were they?
they fell right as I crossed the creek.
Oh, son of a bitch.
So I had to hike back over there to grab those, to hike back. And I did that, so I put the stick ladders back up. And then I went and grabbed those, because I'm like, I need a break anyways. Put the stand on. Much easier putting the stand on the second tree, minus the fact the first tree had a nice branch to like lean it on to try and set the hook. The second one I didn't. Oh, the first tree that I set it, guess what I did? What did you tell me specifically to not do? When you're putting the hooks through, make sure they what?
Oh, face a certain way.
Make sure they face a certain way, and don't hook the seat. Guess
Yeah,
what I did?
Hook the seat.
I hooked the seat. So then I had to take it off to put it back on again, then get it set up to decide I don't like it, to take it back down, and then go up another tree. Luckily, hanging it on the second tree was way easier. I love the position that it's in. I like... Oh,
Yeah.
can't see us no more.
Time out. Okay.
Like everything that I can see, I'm actually fairly happy with where the stand is. We just now have to get out there and see, because it's on quote-unquote state land. It's on HAP property, but state land. We only left the bottom stick so that somebody else can't sit our stand unless they have another means up. So we've bought, which if anybody wants to saddle hunt or do the same thing, set a stand and with a stick ladder and then use something else to get up, they make Muddy makes a micro strap step, which is amazing. So we're gonna use those to now access that stand. So it's still legal for state land because it's not screwing into the tree, it's just a ratchet strap. And then it works as the regular screw-in steps except with a ratchet strap. And
So that stands, what, 16 feet up then?
probably 16 to 17.
Do you go from...
I went literally just above the top of the stick ladder. So like if you went that top step, I'm probably a ½ inch to an inch above that,
Not
technically.
too bad. You should be able to, because you can grab onto the stand.
And you have 3 sections, which are
Yeah, plus
12 feet.
we
Plus
left
we
one
left
section
one
out.
section, so that's 16. Plus the 3 other 4 steps, which should be roughly 4 or 5 feet, because they should be our whatever we can reach.
Mm-hmm.
So we should technically be able to get to 20 if we wanted to.
Well,
So
I saw 2 does,
I saw nothing.
about, I don't know,
Well, I
probably
saw
about 80 yards
I saw
out.
a Tweety bird and a bunch of squirrels.
All right.
I'm gonna go assess
Story.
the damage to my leg.